What's up, everybody? Dan the Man in the house. I want to welcome you back to Dan the Man's Weekly. Today is Monday, June 8th, 2020. And yep, I know what today it is. Yeah, today is National Best Friends Day. So I want to say in honor of my best friends, I want to say Happy National Best Friends Day. Yep, that's right. And the footage, yet again, what you're about to see are scenes of my poetry slam. It took place like a week ago on Monday, June 1st, 2020. It was the week 7 of the Barbed-Wire Open Mic Series. And yeah, and the topic is... Yep, and it's hosted once again by Richie. And this was also in dedication of Black Lives Matter. Yeah, and as there's still ongoing protests and seeking justice for George Floyd. That's right. And this time, and the poetry I just wrote about a week ago before it came on the air, and it's called "Why No Justice? Why No Peace? Why Black Lives Matter?" Yeah, is dedication. That is the poetry slam. That the protesting is still ongoing for trying to seek justice for George Floyd, and I'll explain about that. So, all right. Okay, just check out the scenes of my poetry slam. Enjoy.
Okay, I'm catching up on all the YouTube chat here. We do have our live stream, so thank you guys who are on the live stream right now. Again, if you're tuning in, let us know where you're from. We have CS saying hi from Boston. We've got Mike Groves is going to say something a little bit on the chat. Also saw Rita on here earlier. Shout out to you guys for tuning in, and any of you guys are watching this just later on after the fact. Hopefully the world is still a nice place, despite, and hopefully we're still creating. But we're gonna go ahead and continue. Dan the Man, are you with us? I should have probably given you a warning to get ready. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm here.
You good?
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Right. Ready when you are.
Oh snap! Yes. Awesome. What do you have for us today, man? Do your thing.
Well, I think I gave this free one a try. So, as I thought, I know that this has been ongoing since the peaceful protests and the riots, but then, and last week, the unspeakable tragedy of George Floyd. It has become a Michael Brown, Freddie Gray, Eric Gardner repeat. Oh man, but this is sad. This is a miscarriage of justice that has been going on with Black Lives Matter and a lot of things. But I think I wrote something like in a questionable form. Why? You know what I mean? Why no justice? Why no peace? Why Black Lives matters to us? Why is the justice falls from the ladder? How come those lives were shattered? If you know what I mean. You hear what I mean, Richie? Richie, what's your response?
Yes, I got you, man. I have myself muted, but I got you.
Okay. Alright, guys, I just created this one. I hope you guys are about to hear, so I'm just going to need your opinions. So, okay, it is called Justice, Peace, Why Matters. Alright, here we go. Why there was no justice? Why there was no peace? Why Black Lives Matters to us? Why there's no other place? Why that need that place needs to be at ease, why there's no fire to seize, why the peace went from increase to decrease, but most importantly, why our friends, why George, why Armand, why Tamir, why Sandra, why Anthony, why Trayvon, why Michael, why Freddie, why Eric, why among others, why it's a cry for help, why we lost those people, why our peoples are friends, why we've lost them, why did they die, why we didn't know, why there was a miscarriage of justice, why is the unspeakable tragedy, why did those responsible took our friends, why they were not suffering the consequences, because why the brutality, why the deadly force, why the cover-up, why the corruption, why we didn't know until a week ago, or until a long time ago, why we lost our friends, why that their lives are taken, why can't we get justice, why the justice fell from the ladder, why our innocent lives are shattered, and I mean why Black Lives Matter, why we are forced to protest, why we are trying to get our voice being heard, why can't justice be served, why are we protesting, why it went wrong, why the demonstration wasn't long, why the riot was a repeat, why it rained fire and smoke, why the rocks thrown, why the damage been done, but why LA, why St. Louis, why Baltimore, why Minneapolis, why multiple cities, why we have to protest, but why that their deaths forcing us to protest, why that their deaths forcing us to stand up against hate, why their deaths forcing us to divide this country, why their deaths now forcing us to violate social distancing, why their deaths forcing us to get our lives affected or by getting together during this time of coronavirus. Why our friends? Why those people, our friends, why they are gone? Just like they said, no justice, no peace. We want justice, we want peace. That's where the place that that the peace needs to be increased. Increase the peace. Black Lives Matter, never fell from the ladder, sick and tired of being shattered. Justice matter, peace matters, Black Lives Matter. There's only still one question. Why? 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 Why our friends? Why George, Ahmad, Tamir, Sandra, Anthony, Tyvon, Michael, Freddie, Eric? Why? Alright. Alright, thank you. Richie, what you think?
Yeah, man. See, it doesn't always have to be birthday poems, first of all, but also that's really important. Thank you for sharing that. You know, I've heard people say that silence is violence, but it's really important to be talking about this. So appreciate it, Dan.
All right. Well, that is it for right now. I was planning on doing a birthday poem, but I'll move it till next week. So I'll move it to next week because of what happened about a week ago with George Floyd and yeah, and it was an unspeakable tragedy. And before him was Ahmaud Arbery, and then among others. And like I said, it's just becoming a Michael Brown, Freddie Gray, Eric Garner repeat. God, these are unspeakable tragedies. I cannot believe this. Yeah, because it's all themes of hate and race and justice and miscarriage of justice, and how come we're not getting justice for Michael Brown, Eric Garner, Freddie Gray. Well, but we're hoping for Aubrey. But we're hoping for Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd. That's what we're hoping for, because we want justice, so we can get the justice and we can get the peace too. We can get the peace for George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery. We're hoping for. Yeah, we're hoping for those. We're hoping for justice. So that's what we're doing.
Right on, man. Thank you, Dan. Really important message. If you guys are tuning in, I've seen a lot of push and pull on this, and
And yeah, that was Scenes of My Poetry Slam. Well, I want to say thanks again, Richie. I appreciate it. And because what happened about more than a week ago, I know ever since the death of George Floyd, it has shattered all over the country, especially around the world. And it's all about protesting going on and help seek justice for George Floyd. And that's what we say, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, and the reason why this was the question, why? Well, because there was no justice, no peace, Black Lives Matter. There's no place that beats the at ease. There's no fire to seize. Why the peace went from increase to decrease? Yeah. And say why our friends, and say why George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Tamir, Sandra, and Tyvon Martin, and especially Michael Brown, Eric Garner, and Freddie Gray. And yeah, and as I mentioned, like the George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery, and especially Breonna Taylor, who I apologize, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, what happened was, it has become a Michael Brown, Eric Garner, Freddie Gray repeat, and because it was a race shattered, and that's how it all happened, because there was no justice for Michael, Freddie, and Eric. But praying one day we'll get justice for George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor. And like I said, why we lost our friends, why is a miscarriage of justice, why there's a cover-up, a corruption, a deadly force and brutality. Yeah, because that's what happened, because it's we have stopped to put all the, and that's how we say we gotta stop the madness. And I'm talking about the madness was police brutality that caused the deaths of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor, among others, and especially Michael Brown, Eric Garner, and Freddie Gray. And like I said, these are the unspeakable tragedies, and God rest their souls. And even though my thoughts and prayers goes out to the friends and family of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor, and among others, and that includes the friends and family of Michael Brown, Eric Garner, and Freddie Gray. But this is sad. And there is a lot of protests, like it's still ongoing, and it says why Black Lives Matter, why we are forced to protest, and like saying why LA, why St. Louis, why Baltimore, why Minneapolis, and why multiple cities. The LA, I was mentioning, it was I was kind of referencing the LA riots back almost 3 decades ago, like you know how the reaction with the late Rodney King when he got beaten down by 4 cops, and all of a sudden the 4 cops were acquitted, but then a whole LA riot started. That's what happened. Unbelievable. In St. Louis, in Baltimore, Minneapolis, that's what happened. that's where the death took place, and yeah, it was so sad. How come does justice warrant? Why can't justice be served? Why did the protest? Why did it went wrong? Why the damage was done? And yeah, they said why their deaths were forced to protest. We're standing up against hate and divided this country and violating social distancing, and how we had to get together, and why their deaths were during the time of the coronavirus. And yeah, that's what happened. Why our friends, why they are gone. And I said, we want peace, we want justice. We never fell from the ladder. Sick and tired of being shattered. Justice matter, peace matter, Black Lives Matter. And the question is, why? Why? Well, again, my thoughts and prayers goes out to the friends and family of George Floyd. Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor, and yeah, like I said, it was an unspeakable tragedy. But we'll pray one day that we will get justice for them, no matter what. And as always, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, so let's pray for justice, pray for peace. Again, I want to thank Richie for helping us. For hosting this again. Thank you, Richie. And also thanks to Kit Wren, Kim, Mike Groves, Carlos Monzon, Aaron Wood, and Robin Schofield, among others. Alright, well, I say again, thank you for performance, and also huge shout outs to all of my best friends. Yep, happy National Best Friends Day to all my best friends. And also, happy birthday, Nora. And give my love to your family. And also, a huge shout outs to Austin Trout, Las Cruces' own boxing champ, for leading a peaceful protest in Las Cruces, and also in honor of George Floyd, and especially for dedicating Black Lives Matter. So, hey Austin, sorry I missed you, buddy, but please be very careful and give my best to your family. Shouts to you, Austin. And finally, a huge shout out to the vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chisel Adonis, the podcaster, founder, and CEO of Hold My Nuggets, the pod studios, and especially the podcast as well. So, just want to say, shouts to you, Chisel. And anybody missed out on my special edition interviews featuring Chisel Donnas, I'll leave the link right down there. Please check it out. And also a huge shout outs to Shane and Lizzie Martinez. I want to say happy birthday to you too. And especially, anybody remember the birthday tribute I did for Lizzie Martinez? Yep, the link's right down there. Please check it out. Okay. Alright guys, now you'll excuse me, I gotta get ready for tonight's BWOMS stay-at-home open night once again. Well, looks like I'll do something. Yeah, it's planning to do that. Okay. Alright guys, please stay safe. You'll expect my blog for tomorrow. So, alright guys, check it out. And hope you guys enjoyed the scenes of my poetry slam. For Black Lives Matter and in honor and memory of George Floyd. Alright, stay safe everybody. Y'all know what to do. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Message me. Like my page on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe me on YouTube. Hashtag Dan the Man's Weekly. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, this is Dan the Man Tennessee. Signing out.